Hello Sangha, welcome to day 26 of our 31 days, so not long to go, but obviously these practices stay up and you can do them anytime you like. As well as studying with the Mohans, another teacher that I've spent a lot of time, over 10 years actually, studying with is Gary Carter, and I'll put a link to his website in the comments. Now Gary's a really fountain of knowledge for anatomy, and I've done dissection courses with him, and he says it's really important that we keep the fluid flowing through our bodies, we keep our bodies moving. Actually, Gary's dad is 84 or 85 and still, maybe actually 86 or 87 now, and still does the hurdles, and competes at the Masters every year. And so him and his dad work out the best way to train and keep the body supple, keep the body moving. And so it's really important that we, even when we don't feel like it, that we move our bodies and use our bodies. Not just in the asana practice, but obviously like walking or hiking or running. Thomas and I just went for a run in the freezing cold. It's nice to be back in the heat. So keep your body moving. It's a really kind of use it or lose it system that we operate within. So let's start from child's pose today, actually. So take your body into all fours and let your hips come back towards your heels, taking your knees wide, bring your big toes together, and let your elbows come to rest on the floor and your head come down to rest between your elbows. And just let your body settle in here. Bring your shoulders forward and do some cat and cow, but also with the side to side movement for your spine. So almost like my friend calls this disco cat, actually. Moving around from side to side, moving your spine up and down. Almost like I kind of think of it as like a skipping rope kind of movement. And then from there, can you take your left foot out towards the back? And as you exhale, bring your knee to your elbow. Inhale, let it go back, lift your eyes. Exhale, bring it forward. Try that a couple of more times. Taking your left foot back, and then land your left foot outside your left hand. And move things around from here. Okay, so forwards, backwards. So we're going to do just a fairly opening practice with warrior 2, down dog, sun warrior or reverse warrior. Okay, and just move things around. So anytime that I'm talking, which is a lot, I know, just feel free to move your body in ways that feels good for you. Tuck underneath the toes of your back foot. Move your heel towards the back of the room. Sink your hips. Turn to your front leg and then heel up with the hand beside it. Exhale, let it come back down. Okay. Maybe let your back knee come down and do that again. Inhale, opening up. And exhale down. Slide your left leg back. Tuck underneath both sets of toes. Take your hips back towards your heels and float up into downward facing dog. Pedaling down one heel, pedaling down the other heel. Just seeing how that feels for you today. Bring your shoulders forward. Bring your knees on the floor. Reach out with your right foot this time. Take an inhale. And exhale, knee to elbow. Watching it come underneath. Inhale, lift your eyes. Exhale, let it come forward. Inhale, reaching out. Exhale, forward. Doing more if you want to do more. But after the next one, if you want to float your right foot outside your right hand and move things around here. Okay. So just notice how your body feels today. Maybe you're just up. Maybe you've had a full day and you're going to be heading to bed soon. Maybe you've been out cycling or walking or hiking or running. Okay. When you're ready, tuck underneath the toes of your back foot. Move your heel towards the back of the room. Sink your hips. And then heel up with your right hand. And exhale, let it come down. Place your back knee on the floor and inhale up with your right hand. And exhale, let it come down. Send your front leg back, tuck underneath the toes of both legs. And let your hips come back towards your heels. Send your heels back and down, again into downward facing dog. Pedaling out one side and the other side. Just like a very slow walking pace. Come up on your toes. Inhale, lift your right leg. Exhale, bring your right foot all the way through between your hands. Bend your front knee. See if you can keep your back knee up. We'll do it with the knee down the next time. Inhale up with both hands. Okay, it's a little balancing. Can be a little interesting to see what happens when we do that. And then forward and down. Stepping back into downward facing dog. Let's try that on the other side. So come up on the toes. Inhale, lift your left leg. Exhale, bring your left foot close to your chest, your knee close to your chest. Try and land your foot through between your hands. Bend your front knee. Inhale, we're reaching up. Good. Exhale, we're coming forward and down. Good. Stepping back into downward dog once again. Okay, we'll try that again, but this time we'll do it with our, hello Thompson. We'll do it with our back knee down. So come up on your toes. Inhale, lift your right leg. Exhale, land your right foot through between your hands. Let your back knee come down. When you're ready, inhale up with both arms. Reaching a little bit back. Exhale, forward and down. This time, bring your weight back a wee bit and lean over that front leg. Inhale, back up. And shake off. Get nice and loose. Roll through your shoulders. Okay. Good. Frame that front foot with both hands. Push your back heel away. Back into downward facing dog. Keeping your shoulders relaxed, your breath smooth. Come up on your toes. Inhale, lift your left leg. Exhale, bring your left knee through between your hands. Okay. Stepping the foot down, letting your back knee come down. Inhale up with both arms. A little bit back if you can. Exhale forward. Frame your foot. And see if you can bring your weight back. And lean over that front leg. Good. Coming forward. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, shake off. Get nice and loose. Roll through your shoulders. Okay. Release your body from tension if you can. Inhale up. Exhale, frame your foot. Stepping back into downward facing dog. This time we're going to take it to warrior two. So pedaling out one side, the other side. Come up on your toes. Inhale, lift your right leg. Exhale, right foot through. Finding your foundation. Finding a nice stable position to inhale up from. And exhale, drop out both arms. Sink in your hips. Both arms are open, looking out over one arm, looking out over the other arm. Take an inhale. Fill up and exhale, relax your back hand on your back leg. Inhale up with the other hand and exhale, drifting back. Inhale back to warrior two. Soft elbow on your knee. Bring your back arm over your ear and sink it down. If you can, look up in this side angle pose. Bring your top hand down inside your foot. Lift your back heel. Other hand down outside your foot. Back into downward facing dog. Really open up your down dog. Keep your knees nice and soft and send your hips back and up. Okay? So your armpits get a little bit more open. Shoulders a bit more open. When you're ready, come up on your toes. Inhale, lift your left leg. Exhale your left foot through between your hands. Try and find the foundation that you need so that you can find the stability from each foot to inhale up with both arms. Once you get up, drop your back heel, dropping both arms over the respective legs. Looking out over your front arm, take an inhale. Fill up the posture and inhale. And exhale, relax your back arm. Inhale up with your front arm. Exhale, drifting back. Inhale back to warrior two. Soft elbow in your knee. Bring your back arm over your ear, looking up, taking a breath here in warrior two. It's inside angle pose, sorry. When you're ready, bring that top hand down inside your foot, raise your back heel, drop your other hand outside your foot, stepping back into down dog, and pedal it out. And then bring your shoulders forward, let your knees come down, and bring your hips to rest on your heels. Give yourself a few breaths, just sitting here, letting your body settle. Remember, always the option to place something underneath your shins or underneath your hips. Even if you're super comfortable kneeling, actually, it's like kind of nice just to have something underneath, just to have that feeling. Okay, we're going to do that little extended warrior one to warrior two to side angle pose. Again, on either side, okay? So let your hands go forward, tuck your toes, hips back in your heels, heels back and down. Inhale up right leg. Exhale, foot through. Inhale up. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, open the posture. Exhale, relax your back hand. Inhale up. And exhale, drift back. Inhale back to warrior two. Exhale, side angle pose. Use the inhale to expand the posture. Exhale, dropping down. Other hand down, lift your back heel and back into down dog. Okay, so you get a little flow with it. Okay, rather than getting a bit stuck with it. Come up on your toes, inhale your left leg. Exhale, left foot through. Inhale, both hands up. You can go whatever pace you want to with this. Exhale to warrior two. Inhale, expand into the posture. Exhale, back hand relaxes. Inhale, other hand up. Exhale, sun warrior. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, Utthita Parsvakonasana. Inhale into the side angle pose. Exhale, top hand down. Other hand down, lift your back heel. Stepping back into down dog. See if you can take either a step forward with each foot or a little hop forward into squat position and see how your squat feels today, and maybe move everything from side to side. Good. Gently rocking into this. We're going to do a standing balance posture. So push both feet into the floor. Okay, give everything a good shake off. And bring one knee up towards you. And just give it a little hug. If it's possible to give it a little kiss, you can. And then place that foot over just the ankle. You're making a sort of figure of four shape here that you'll see. And bring both hands together. Bend your standing leg. Take both arms out. See if you can sink a little bit lower. Hanging in, hanging in. And then you might put your hand on your knee and your foot, or your hands on your knee and your foot. And then if you can, drift forward and put your fingertips or your hands on the floor. This is a bit tricky, obviously. And you might feel your glutes having a conversation. Bring your hands back up on your leg, push all the way up, and shake everything off. Okay? There's a lot going on in that posture, so don't worry if you found that a little bit tricky. And then take the weight on the opposite foot, bring the other knee up, give it a little hug. If you can, give it a little kiss. Okay. Place it over the opposite thigh above the knee. Let your hands come together, or your hands come out to the front, whatever helps for you. Sinking down. And then let your hand come on your knee and your foot. See if you can bring your weight forward. Put your fingertips on the floor. Don't worry if you don't even attempt this. It's not that important. Wherever you are, take a breath. Bring one hand on your foot, one hand on your knee. Slowly coming up. Shake everything off. Both arms, both legs. Let's see if we can sit down without using our hands too much. Okay. Good. Shuffle your hips a little bit further back. And just one final seated posture before we take ourselves into our meditation practice. Shake off your legs. Tap your knees up and down. Okay, see how that feels for you. Bend one knee in towards you. Clasp both hands around it. And if it's possible, cross it over. If it's not possible, keep it inside. Okay. Pull yourself towards your thigh. Sit a little bit taller. The opposite hand of your knee, reach that forward. Take an inhale. And you exhale, draw it round your knee. And allow your body to turn. Using this hand not as a weight-bearing hand, but as stabilising for your balance. And then gently release and turn that inside. Come forward. If you want to do that posture again, you can sweep this foot out underneath your hip. This is Ardha Matsyendrasana. And we can try it again, okay? So reaching forward with the opposite hand of our knee, bringing it around our knee, hugging our knee towards our armpit, taking the fingertips of our other hand behind, just to give it a bit more traction to turn a little deeper. And gently release. Both legs out, shake them off. And then bend the other knee. Bring it in towards you, clasp your hands around it to sit a little bit taller. Push away through the lower leg. So you're kind of stabilising through this straight leg. And if you want to cross it over, you can. Again, sitting a little bit taller. Taking the opposite hand of your knee forward. Bringing it around that knee. Using the opposite hand to balance and create a bit more traction for turning. Keeping the breath smooth. Keeping the breath slow. And then gently release. And turn inside. Good. As you come forward, this foot, if it's possible, sweeps out and underneath your hip. Okay. We did do, one of the Indian practices had Ardha Matsyendrasana in it, but it's been a wee while. Okay. Taking this hand forward again, wrap it around your knee towards your armpit, and then turn. And then gently release. Bring your legs forward, shake them both off. Tap them up and down, get them nice and loose. Cross at the ankles. Bring yourself to a seated position that allows you to be stable, comfortable, long. And we're going to come back to Namaha. Yesterday we used Shanti to try and cultivate peace and steadiness. Okay, today we use Namaha to try and cultivate this ability to let go, to separate ourselves from anything that's causing us difficulty, or even anything that causes us too much enjoyment. There's Namaha. So I'll chant it. You can join in if you want to, or you can just listen. So smooth inhale. Namaha. is with the feeling of letting go. Just take 1 or 2 slow breaths in where you're really letting go on the exhale. Letting go physically, letting go mentally and emotionally. And if you have time to rest, then take this time to rest, to lie on your back. If your time's short, then gently move your fingers, your toes, take a stretch out in any direction. Roll your shoulders if that feels good for you. You shake off if that feels good for you. Connect your fingertips, connect the base of your palms. Draw your thumbs up. Thank you, everybody. See you tomorrow for day 27.